This little boy accidentally fell into a river, but 30 years later, he woke up in a rice field in rural China. Faced with this strange environment, he walked to a marketplace in confusion. A kindly farmer and his wife approached him and asked him questions.
小孩，你怎么了？
不懂呢，你是哪来的？
不要跑，
你的
爸爸妈妈来吗？
需不需要我帮忙啊？
你家在哪呀？
Faced with a foreign language he didn't understand, the boy fainted. When he woke up, he was taken to the embassy. The police sent the boy home based on the name on his shirt. After some investigation, the agents found the boy's home in a small town. The door was opened by an old man. The boy excitedly jumped on him and called him daddy. The old man was instantly shocked. His son had drowned 30 years ago. Did the boy recognize the wrong person? But just then, the mother behind him was shocked because she recognized the boy as her dead son. The mother reached out and gently touched her son's face. She realized that her son looked exactly the same as he did 30 years ago. While her own face had long since aged, she was so excited that she hugged the boy and cried loudly. But the father stayed calm, not wanting to believe his son was still alive. He remembered that he had buried his son with his own hands 30 years ago. The mother was happy and brought the boy his old toys. But then the boy's eyes went blank, and the next moment he collapsed on the floor. His whole body began to convulse. The father remembers that his son had this symptom before. Is this really his son? He rushed his son to the hospital. The doctor examined him, but his heart didn't beat at all. The doctor panicked, looking at the boy's innocent eyes. Her hands trembled with nervousness. Then she gently tapped the stethoscope. Luckily, she heard a pulse this time. Everyone was very confused. Why did the boy come back from the dead? And he woke up in China in a strange way. In order to find out the truth, the agents found the boy and asked him to recall his past. But the boy only remembers falling into a river and waking up the next day in a rice paddy. In contrast to the agents, the mother doesn't care about the truth because she was sure it was her son. She wants to cook her son delicious meals every day. But since he came home, he's become an incredible eater. He can eat the same amount of food as 5 adults and still says he's hungry. When the father saw this, he became suspicious of the boy again. He even told the neighbors and agents that the boy must not be his own son, but the mother often took the boy out to play. Some neighbors thought the boy was a bad omen and kept their children away from him. The boy became a bit lost after being isolated, but the father didn't want to care about him. To prove that the boy wasn't his own son, he wanted to open his son's grave to see for himself. He wanted to see if his son, whom he had buried with his own hands, was still in the grave. So the agent and the doctor slowly opened the lid, but what they found was